Not to be outdone by the stellar decade before it, the 90s saw its fair share of memorable classics and 5 more national championships. In 1991, Colorado hung on to win the national title 10-9 over Notre Dame, when Rocket Ishmael's 91-yard punt return, which would have told the winning score in the final minute of play, was nullified by a clipping penalty.
Has done it again! Touchdown Notre Dame!
I see a flag, Dick. I see a flag.
There is a flag down at the Notre Dame 37, so hold on. The Rocket, Ismail, 91 yards, but will it count? But it won't count.
Ishmael Rocket had an outstanding career, and he was a tremendous receiver because he just had great determination. He was going to go and get the ball no matter what. He could jump. He had good leaping ability, but he had tremendous hand-eye coordination, and I think if he threw the ball in his area, it didn't matter how far away it was, he had an ability to get it.
Finest memory of the Orange Bowl would probably be when we won our first national championship in 1993. That would have to be the highlight of it.
Oh, that was so important to Florida State and to Coach Bowden in particular. I thought, you know, we all loved Coach Bowden and we loved working for him, and we had won a lot of games up to that point, but people were saying that Florida State couldn't win the big one. You know, that was the big deal, and sure enough, you know, we won the big one.
Florida State's Bobby Bowden earned his and the school's first national title in 1994 when Scott Bentley kicked what turned out to be the game-winning 22-yard field goal, but only after Nebraska's Byron Bennett later missed his own 45-yard field goal attempt with 1 second left on the clock.
A fumble, remember, on a Florida State touchdown on the goal line, controversial, and a Nebraska punt return for a touchdown called back by a penalty that we couldn't find. So that close to victory were the Cornhuskers, and there'll be a lot to choose.
It was such anarchy, they didn't even know really where to spot the ball. And they finally spotted the ball, and the Nebraska kicker came up to try to make the kick, and fortunately for us, he missed it to the left, and then we were able to celebrate that first national championship.
The next year, Nebraska's coach Tom Osborne wins his first national title against the formidable Miami Hurricanes on their own home turf, despite some brilliant plays by Miami, like Jonathan Harris catching a 44-yard pass and impossibly eluding 3 tacklers for the touchdown. Nebraska's Corey Schlesinger scores 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns from 15 and 14 yards out to give Osborne's Cornhuskers the win, 24-17, and the coveted national title.
1995 Orange Bowl was very significant because we finally were able to beat Miami in Miami on essentially what was their home field, which was very difficult because I think Miami had only lost 1 time in something like 73, 74 straight games at home. And so I thought that was a tremendous effort on the part of a team that had talent, but not overwhelming talent, and just great resolve to make sure we came back and won.
The 1996 game marked the end of an era when Florida State scored 17 fourth-quarter points to beat Notre Dame 31-26 in the last Orange Bowl game scheduled to be played at the Orange Bowl Stadium. It may have marked the end of a period, but the game goes on. Behind the scores, before and after every festival, there is another team hard at work. Over 330 Orange Bowl committee members making everything the Orange Bowl does and stand for seem inexplicably easy. Each is an all-star, an MVP, but they won't get trophies and they don't get rings. Their rewards aren't measured in quite the same way.
This will be my 27th year in broadcasting. And as I go around the different schools, you know, they go to a lot of different bowl games. Well, University of Washington and the Pac-10, they don't normally come to the Orange Bowl because they're just so far away. They'd been to the Rose Bowl and they'd been to a lot of other ones, but I knew the sports information director and the athletic director out there at the time, and so The year after they had gone to the Orange Bowl, I was out there, and I asked him, I said, how was your trip to the Orange Bowl? And he said, it was the best we've ever made. Better than the Rose Bowl, better than any bowl we've been to. He said the hospitality, the people, the things that they had planned for the players and the non-players and everybody, they said it was the best.
Make no mistake about it. Through vital youth football and cheerleading programs, as well as countless other civic activities, the Orange Bowl is fully and fervently invested in the community it calls its own, not only providing leadership and development for South Florida's youngest citizens, but also contributing millions per year to local charities, organizations, and scholarships. Not to mention stimulating hundreds of millions for the South Florida economy. There's no better way to kick off game day. Hot musical performances, amusement rides, and always entertaining activities. As well, the Orange Bowl Basketball Classic annually, the game brings the finest in college basketball to South Florida, including several NCAA tournament teams. And for players, coaches, the media, as well as some very fortunate fans, there's also the coveted Coaches Luncheon, a sellout every year. emceed by sports personalities, team coaches and key players make up a dream panel where the past season is reviewed, the present is revealed, and outcomes are boldly predicted. Players mingle at VIP tables, where star-struck fans get to interact with players, coaches, and famed alum. And in fact, the stars that come out for the Orange Bowl each year aren't only football's greats. With so much to see and experience, it's little wonder the Orange Bowl Festival is such a treasured event.
At Metro, light up the holidays with the best deal in wireless. Switch and get your choice of 2 free phones from top brands. Plus, unwrap a brand new tablet with all the features you crave on us. Get unlimited data on all your devices with a full Amazon Prime membership included.
Yeah.
Metro gives you access to the hottest shows, shopping, free one-day delivery, and more. Get the best deal in wireless this holiday season. Only at Metro.
Did you start the car?
Uh-huh.
Go, 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 go.
Lock it, find it, start it. From anywhere with Remote Connect. Toyota, let's go places.
As a single mother, my first job is care about Derek. Everything that I do is from him. When I moved to this apartment, after 6 months, we need to connect with the world. I use the internet to keep him in a language because that's the way to get connected with my family tradition. He has to know where he comes from. We need internet essential. There's no excuses to not get connected.